All right, so in this podcast, I just wanted to bring to the table um, the topic, the drama, I'd say, with Cristiano Ronaldo in Manchester United. As you know, Cristiano Ronaldo scored one goal against Sheriff Tiraspol last night, bringing over the debate again whether he should be in the bench or should be on the field. I mean, showing everybody that he's still alive and Eric Ten Hag was wrong. Or on the other hand, he might be already on the bench and Eric Ten Hag is doing a good job and is doing the right thing every time he pushes off the squad to Cristiano Ronaldo. When the other day he decided to put him to train with the under 21 team of Manchester United and all this stuff. Okay, so we will be talking about that because it's important for me to show everybody my point of view on the subject, just because it's a kind of two different worlds in football right now. One world is the world of the experience, right? Which to me is very well represented by people like Carlo Ancelotti, right? On the other hand, what you can find is a world of the style, right? The style, the tactics, the strategy, all this stuff, which is very well represented by Pep Guardiola, by Jurgen Klopp and Eric Ten Hag and all these coaches that really think tactics and style and strategy is above everything else, right? So that is not the thing to me, and that's why I do like Real Madrid, and that's why I think that Real Madrid is still step ahead of everybody else, and that's why Real Madrid won the last champions, just because we put way ahead experience, right, over style. And probably some of y'all are asking yourselves right now, I mean, what it has to do with Real Madrid and Cristiano Ronaldo, Manchester United and all this stuff. Let me tell you something. We have a big debate in Spain right now regarding to the situation of FC Barcelona, right? For some of y'all, FC Barcelona, I mean, you probably are not familiar with it, but FC Barcelona has been bragging all these years that they have a very unique style to play. And that style cannot change by any means. I mean, cannot change under any circumstance, and they have to play the same way all the time, regardless the score, regardless results, regardless everything else, right? So in Madrid, what we see is a big institution, right? A big club stuck in a very romantic idea that no longer exists, right? So that's why Real Madrid moves forward. That's why Real Madrid, with a arguably not the worst squad, right? But with arguably less level in the squad, in the players individually, right? We are able to go ahead and win champions and win the La Liga and all this stuff, just because we have an amazing squad full of experience. That is exactly what FC Barcelona doesn't have, because for them everything relies upon the style, right? So they haven't been able to overcome this transition and make the change happen. And like Ronald Koeman said once in television, he said, it's okay, I mean, when all these people from Barcelona, they still want to play the tiki-taka thing and the you know, tap and pass the ball, take the ball, pass the ball, and having the possession of the ball the 90% of the time. It's okay, but it doesn't work anymore, just because football has changed, right? And although 10 years ago we saw, I mean, in Spain we saw that kind of style, right? Like players like moving the ball all around, right? Passing and passing and passing until they found the way to go through. They had to have the ball all the time. Like that's why a lot of Spanish teams had the 70% of possession or 80% or 60% or stuff like that. The football has changed over the course of the last 5 years. right? So Barcelona has to adapt themselves to the new times, and that is the problem with them. They have a kind of internal debate about what to do. I mean, should we follow the future? Should we follow the trend right now? Or should we stick to our own style and keep playing the same way? That is the big difference with Real Madrid, and that is the reason why this is very related to Manchester United as well. I mean, for Erik ten Hag, it is not okay, it is not enough to have some of the best players in the world, some of the players that have won the Champions League 5 or 3 times, like Cristiano Ronaldo or Casemiro, because for him, everything relies upon the tactics, everything relies upon strategy and style, and he's a very academic guy. So that's why he trained to Ajax de Amsterdam, and he wanted to bring to Manchester United over this kind of mentality, right? But what you cannot do is to be so arrogant and take it to the point where you are able to say, okay, I'm not going to put Cristiano Ronaldo anymore. I'm going to leave to Casemiro on the bench because I don't really need these guys. You cannot do that. You can simply not do that, because these guys can deliver with a bunch of stuff that is very necessary as well for your team, because they have a lot of hours of flight. They have a lot of, thousands of hours of experience they can deliver with to the rest of the teammates. And that is exactly what Real Madrid is doing right now. I mean, if you take a look at Real Madrid right now, what you can see is Carlo Ancelotti managing to mix up experience, youth, and strategy, right? So that's why Real Madrid doesn't have any specific style of play, doesn't have any kind of specific strategy to win. We try to adapt and readjust every time needed to the rival. Okay, so we go to the field and we say, okay, how this rival is playing, or how is these guys are going to play right now? How are these guys are going to play? So, okay, they're going to play that way. We are going to try to adapt to them and overcome this rival, right? And win him and all the stuff, right? So that is what we do. Basically, Ancelotti wants to put all the experience on the field for the Real Madrid players, using and utilizing the most experienced players alongside the youngest players, so they mix it up. And whereas the younger players can deliver a bunch of energy and strength and speedness and stuff like that, the most experienced player can put the brain on the field. You know what I'm saying? Because they think, okay, they are not driven by the heart. They are not driven by emotions. They're not driven by feelings. They know exactly what they have to do at every single moment, right? So they can walk the youngsters through and say, okay, now we gotta pass, now we gotta hold, now we gotta get back, now we have to step ahead, now we have to counter attack, right? They are the most experienced players, are the eyes of Ancelotti on the field. So that's why the Italian coach is all the time displaying these guys. And that is exactly my message for Erik ten Hag. Players like Cristiano Ronaldo and Casemiro, you cannot just say, okay, I don't need these guys anymore. You cannot say that, because what they can deliver with, it is something very valuable for the youngsters. It is very valuable for people like Anthony, like Rashford, like other players in the squad that are not experienced enough, but they have another different things they can provide with, right? Unlike Cristiano Ronaldo and Casemiro, but all of them together can work things out. And so you can go ahead and say, okay, I can keep my style or my tactics or whatever it is, but I can utilize still all the most valuable things from Cristiano Ronaldo and Casemiro and other players, or Bruno Fernandes, or whoever it is, right? So that is the thing. And you saw that last night. I mean, Cristiano Ronaldo came back, and the first thing he did, it was to score 1 goal. Why? Because he has a lot of, he knows a lot of things, right? And he knows how to get through the things and say, okay, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna score. Why? Because I'm ready for it, because that is the thing I've been doing for so many years. So you cannot say just no to Cristiano Ronaldo or Casemiro, man. They have a lot of things to show everybody, to prove everybody, and I'm sorry, but Cristiano Ronaldo is not all enough. I mean, presumably, Luka Modric, Karim Benzema, Toni Kroos are not or haven't been as good as Cristiano Ronaldo. Probably Cristiano Ronaldo has been on a higher level than them. But that doesn't mean Carlo Ancelotti will present from these players, because he knows all the things they can deliver with to the rest of the squad in terms of tactics, in terms of strategy, in terms of experience. You know what I'm saying? So why are you doing this? I mean, don't try to be the main star in your club, and be a little bit more humble. Keep your ego in check and say, okay, maybe these guys don't fit exactly 100% my style of playing, right? And I have to, at some point, I will have to leave them in the bench and stuff like that. But not now. Not now, because they can deliver with a lot of things you don't know, but they do, right? And if you are humble to acknowledge the fact Cristiano Ronaldo and Casemiro are still very good players, you will get a lot of things with Manchester United. And there's no doubt to me, if these guys would be playing all the time, would be featured in the starting 11 all the time, to me, they would have been winning a bunch of more games by far. But if you are stubborn, if you insist in keeping your ideas way above, ahead of everybody else, of all the common sense, man, you're not gonna win anything. You're not gonna win anything. Because these guys are very valuable for the experience they have, and the good news is they still have their fitness in check. I mean, they have, especially Cristiano Ronaldo, he's in an amazing shape, man. He's 37 years old, but is still in amazing shape. So it's not just about, no, this guy is 37 years old, is completely out of shape or something like that. It's not the case of Cristiano Ronaldo, man. So if you utilize Cristiano Ronaldo, you will find a lot of things in him that can provide to your team a lot of valuable moments and valuable experiences and valuable lessons you don't even know. So be humble, man, and try to utilizing them more, because they will give you a lot of things back in return. I'm pretty sure of that. So I hope you enjoyed my opinion on the topic, my opinion about that. And of course, I hope you participate in the comment section below, and just let me know whatever you guys need.